as a Black Friday, the other thing is that for our consulting, normally our consulting hour is $150. Any consulting you need with us, whether it's about a tax issue, a tax situation, I mean, you receive a letter from the IRS, you need an advice on how to go on it. Of course, you call the office, you book an appointment, it's $150. We talk, we explain to you what are all the options, we tell you what to do, and so on. We tell you how to avoid being to receive not more dangerous letter from the IRS. Those are advising that we will do for you, and it costs normally $150. Or maybe you have an issue with your accounting, you really don't know how to go by with your accounting needs and stuff like that. You don't know the implication, you don't know whether you should hire, what type of software you need for your accounting. If you call our office, it's actually $150 per hour. If you are in your business or you want to change your business strategy, you don't even know what to do, whatever question you have, is even in the marketing side, right? You don't know what strategy to implement for your business, whether you have to focus more on SEO or on digital marketing or social media marketing, or which social media platform you want to focus on. You need advice on that. It's normally $150 per hour. But with the COVID-19, I mean with the Black Friday activity, yeah, we'll be giving 50% off on all of those services. That means if you call, or even on the online business, because what you don't know is that we also run online like Amazon business, and we advise on it. We actually provide training and coaching on it. And we know the people who sometimes call me know that we charge $150 per hour in order to help you through the process of navigating your Amazon business activity. That one also is a $150. But for the Black Friday until the end of November, it will be just $75 per hour for the people who are going to book the appointment, okay, and get those services done before the end of November. So those are a lot of businesses or consulting business that we are giving actually for free or 50% off, because we think that everybody has to take advantage of the Black Friday moment. And the next thing is the tax planning. The tax planning is a big deal. I have been going on weekly webinar on Sunday only to explain every Sunday a tax strategy and how much you can save by implementing this tax planning. Okay, so those tax planning, when you are convinced that, or you don't even know that everybody or every business can save on taxes. Everyone likely to save in taxes, because if you don't consult, and you don't consult with a CPA to actually guide you into how to structure your expenses, guess what? You are overpaying in taxes, because there is a way to structure your business expense. Or if you are just a taxpayer, a normal entry taxpayer, there is a way to structure the normal expense that you make that will help you receive tax advantage. There are so many stuff. I think maybe next week I will be running a new webinar on how you can actually save $150 on taxes just by doing or paying what you normally do, what you should have been doing, what you don't have no choice but doing, how you can save up to $150,000. I will be running a webinar next week probably. I've been out of it for a couple of weeks, and yeah, next week I'll be running a webinar to show you, as a business owner or as a tax professional, or as an individual taxpayer, how you can actually use this strategy to save up to $150,000 in 1 year. Okay, so those are what is called tax planning. So tax planning, we go through all the process, all your income expense, and we advise you, and we not only advise, but you see the opportunity, and now we can implement the opportunity with you, and we can also do the follow-up. Those are two different tax brackets. We charge normally from $1,500, that's $1,500 for the first plan, which is actually go through all your tax situation, your income and expense situation, whether it's for your business or for your own situation. Guess what? If we can save you $5,000, you are better off spending on $1,500 to save $5,000. I will do it, and I think everybody will do it too. That's the reason why you will say, oh, Why is it that those rich people don't pay taxes? Because they invest in how not to pay taxes legally. Okay, we're not talking about scrapping strategy right here. So basically, if we help you to figure out and tell you exactly how much you'll be able to save, we charge 1,500. And if you have to implement it, we tell you what to do. It's up to you to implement by yourself or to consult with somebody else. It's like a doctor tells you that you're suffering from this, and he tells you that this is the medication you need. You go to the pharmacy, right? You start telling them, I need this medication. They tell you what's the type of medication you need. You will say, okay, I don't know, let me go back and ask my doctor. You call your doctor, you say, okay, I went to the pharmacy, but they need more specification. Well, in sum, what you need to do is that they give you the solution. Now you go and implement it, right? Or the doctor can prescribe something and also provide that medication to you, or tell you exactly how to get, or hold your hands and go where to find that medication and actually purchase that medication for you and give it to you. That is the second plan when we implement the strategy for you, and that costs 2,000. Okay, so with the COVID-19, and everybody is eligible. If you are making, most of the time say, if you are making $70,000 and more, and you don't consult with the tax planning, 100 or 99%, because you never say 100, 99%, 99.9% of people who are making $70,000 or more are overpaying taxes if they are not consulting. And consult doesn't mean a lot, because normally I do initial consulting with all my taxpayers. When I finish the taxes and I see the area of opportunity, I will actually tell them, especially if there's an area that they didn't take advantage of. I help them with that. I put them, or I can tell them, okay, come back, we work on it. So it doesn't cost a lot, but it's a lot of money you can save. Okay, only not poor, but average people, we overpay in taxes, but the only thing that we do is to complain and say the government has to go. You have to do this, you have to do that. Doesn't matter whether it's the government X or government X or Y. It will be the same thing if you don't consult. It doesn't matter whether they change the tax law or not. There will still be a room for you to save in tax, because remember, the tax law is not meant to hurt you. It's meant to help you. That's the misconception that people have. The tax law is meant because people sit there on the Senate and the House and say, hey, how can we help those citizens with with taxes? That's why they will create those provisions, they will create those laws, they create a lot of things because they want you to take advantage of it. But guess what? Nobody is taking, unless the people who are friends with those people who create those tax laws. The IRS is only there to actually implement them and make sure you guys are respecting what is there, right? So those tax laws are not meant to hurt you. That's the misconception. The tax law is not supposed to be hurting you, because if it hurts you and you cannot pay nothing, then there's no money for the government. It is meant to help you to pay the least amount of taxes. Otherwise, there will not be tax law. They will just tell you that you have to pay this amount. It doesn't matter whether you make $10 or 10 million. You have to pay this amount of money. This lump sum amount of money. That's what they will tell you, right? So basically, that is what you need to know when you think about tax law. Now, if you want to take advantage of it, you have to consult, because if you can choose not to consult, but if you have to do the research, go into the tax law, even taking tax training, just as what we do. We offer some type tax courses to help you understand your situation, whether you have a debt or you want to know if what is the best strategy in terms of owner compensation, because you're a business owner or you're a partner, or your partner of the business. What type of compensation are best for me? We have training of that to help you to understand better. If I want to hire my son or a family member, how is it benefit to me? How is it benefit to me if I want to hire a family member for a consulting? You have to know this. you have to exactly know. We have training of that, right? It's to help you to understand the situation, because the law, imagine that you can actually hire your son or your wife or your grandma or your dad and have tax benefit on that. Imagine that, right? But how many people know? But they spend money on that, right? They spend money on their children or their brother on their business, and they don't even claim it, or they pay the person on the table because they don't want to claim, oh, I have so many employees. No, but you don't know what is actually advantage to you. And we have we already had a webinar on that. If you go to my page, you will find it. And now those courses are actually on the web course and webinar that we sell for money, because it has a lot of value. So those are plenty of stuff that are meant to have you understand that you have to, if you're making $70,000 or more, or you're a business owner, you have to consult. Because right now there are so many loan opportunity to business owner, and some friend of mine in different states were calling me to say, hey, yeah, I saw this opportunity for a business owner, can you help me to do that? Or they book an appointment to help me. When I asked them to send me the financial document, income statement, because whether it's a loan from the government, whether it's the federal or local government, or it's a loan from a normal bank, no bank will give you money just because you tell them you need money. Even if it's a grant, the government will need to know that you are in the need. How do they know that you are in the need? They need to know your financial. If you are not keeping your financial, how are you going to have those money? Right? So I have to tell them, oh, you have not been keeping your numbers. What are your financial transactions? Because you keep 2 or 3 invoice doesn't mean you are tracking your expenses, because there's no way you can provide a normal, accurate income statement. If I want to give you money, I want to know how much money you're making. There's this type of maxim that people say you only loan to people who have money, right? If I want to give him, I want to see that you are making money, because if it's a loan, I want to be able to know that you can actually pay me back. So how do I know you can pay me back if you don't actually record your income nowhere? Your income is in your head. I even have some business owner on the retail industry that I ask them, do you know how much income you make daily? They say no. They just don't know how much they make daily, because at the end of the day, they will just go there and go into the cash register, try to count the money that is in there. There is no way you can have accurate information about that. If there's no way you can have accurate information about those data, then guess what? You are overpaying taxes, or you're taking some risk that are not worthless, that are worthless actually. Okay, you are taking some risk that you don't need. You need to track your expense. It doesn't cost a lot. It's just a matter of discipline. You just have to discipline yourself to say, okay, I have to, and you do it for your business. Okay, so yes, those are the area where we are. That's the reason why on the booking side, right? On the booking side, we are actually helping those people, because if it costs a lot, yeah, normally we charge for doing your bookkeeping, we charge for doing your CFO services. I'm not going to go into detail about what CFO services. If you need to, we help. We normally provide payroll service and not payroll services as well. We normally charge all of these services separately. Your bookkeeping plus your CFO services and your payroll services is always around $500, around 500, sometimes more, depending on how much how much income, how much transaction you have, or how many people are in your payroll plan. So we normally charge 500 and more for that. So for the Black Friday activity up to November, if you contact us today and from now to November, you can have 50% off. 50% off on 500. That means it's $250 that you can have to have your bookkeeping, your CFO services, and your payroll services for up to 5 workers, up to 5 employees. Yes, if you are interested on that, you can contact us. You might know how to contact us because I'm gonna put the link, or you can also go to our business page, Host Tax and Accounting, on Facebook page or on the website hosttasarc.com, and actually, book the appointment, book a schedule call for us to be sure that we have all the needs, or we can actually help you. Because if it's so bad, we do want to be okay, you know what, 500 is not going, 250 is not going to help you. You need more than that. You need a package more than that. But actually, we are actually giving that for 250 now. So yes, that is the fourth point. The third point I want to share with